Hey everyone, welcome back. First of all, apologies for the background noise, there's a lot of traffic. But here we are again at Ottoex with another cool ride. In front of me, we have a 1998 Toyota Corolla Wagon. This wagon is a Japanese domestic model. It's the G Touring spec, something that was never available in North America in this form. It's powered by the 1.6 liter 4A FE engine, which is a fuel-injected, fuss-free, reliable engine. It was used in the Corollas here throughout the 90s, and it's just a tremendous engine in terms of 90s Toyota simplicity and reliability. This particular wagon has about 63,000 original miles. As I said, it's a 1998 model. And it's four-wheel drive, full-time four-wheel drive. And it is also a 5-speed, making it quite a desirable package. We've got single-stage white paint, which presents really well. If any of you guys are familiar with Toyota white paint, it's very durable. They use it on all the commercial spec vehicles throughout the Middle East. Gibraltar, stock holdings, most of those commercial spec vehicles are all painted in this single stage white, which is just super durable, and we love it over here. So let's get into some of the details on this wagon. There are some slight differences between the wagons that were sold here through 96, and those were never offered in a four-wheel drive. You'll notice we've got rain visors on all four doors. There is period correct decals and badging, just stating the trim, G Touring four-wheel drive. We've got these twisty Toyota hubcaps, very period correct for late 90s Toyotas. More badging on the back, just showing us what this thing is. It's a Corolla. It has ABS. It's all-time four-wheel drive. And it does have an updated rear end and front end over the models that were sold here. But generally the body, the glass, the engine, all the same for the most part. Making it a really cool option if you're wanting to get a JDM and have a unique vehicle and you're worried about where you get windshields or parts and you're just not familiar with how to source that stuff, which is pretty easy to source, but this makes it even easier. You can go into your auto parts store and get pretty much mostly what you need to service this thing here outside of Japan, here in North America. So we've got factory roof rails and just a really, really clean exterior. There's no dents, dings, damage, rust. This vehicle presents really, really well. I'll try to show you guys to the best of my ability and my camera's ability. Because as of now, this is for sale. As of today, we are listing it for sale at our shop here in Portland, Oregon. Of course, we ship nationally, globally. So if you're not local, that's okay. We can still get this rig to you if it's something you're interested in. Again, paint just presents really clean. All these trim moldings are super tidy. And every little detail of this car is really well kept. Just a nice example. Let's open the driver's door and have a look inside. Start with the door card here, which just has the coolest late 90s fabric. And it's a nice, soft, almost a velour touch to it. And we've got all four power windows, driver windows auto up and down, power locks, window lock switch, map pocket, and a speaker. Turning in, so same nice fabric on all the seats inside here. They're cozy, they're comfy, they're soft. This has some further adjustments. You can adjust the pitch of the seat base. and the seat back, and it slides. Why don't we hop in and kind of look through this cockpit. 4-spoke steering wheel frames your cluster, and from left to right we've got a fuel gauge, speedo, tach, and coolant temperature. To the right of the steering wheel we've got some extra controls here, power mirrors, as well as a mirror switch that folds your mirrors in or out. I can demonstrate that. Let's just get the car some power. So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty common feature in Toyotas from Japan and other vehicles from Japan because they just have very narrow roads, and you want all that, as much real estate as you can get to park and maneuver. So, airbag driver, airbag passenger. The center, it's got a cool factory Toyota blank plate for where your single DIN radio would go. Previous owner installed a super awesome period correct tape CD Alpine head unit, which is just screams 90s. Let's turn it on again. I'll show you guys that. The LED backlight is not displaying properly because of the refresh rate on this camera, but it does work. And let's see if we can at least show that. It's actually a really nice sound system. All right, so that's how that works. So we've got your air controls, set your temperature here. It has an auto feature, so you can just auto set your temperature. It's in Celsius. Or you can do low. AC works, compressor just kicked on. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. That does blow nice and cold. As well as the heat. That just got instantly hot right there. So pretty basic stuff as far as that goes. You got your hazards. We are a 5-speed. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. Parking brake is nice and tight. Horn. So all that stuff works. Wipers and your lights. And yeah, this car's in great shape. I don't know what else to go over here. I'll show you the center console, which has a little fold-out cup holder. It's pretty neat. So you can fit 2 cups there. And in the glove box, this thing came with every record. We've got the dealer jacket from the Toyota dealership that sold it new. And we've got the owner's manual, as well as all of the maintenance notes from over the years. This thing was very well maintained and drives like it was. All right, so let's take a look in the back seats here. Again, power windows. There are child locks on these doors under here. So, back seat, shoulder belts, 3-row here. And this folds down very cleverly. See our photo gallery on our website to see exactly how you do that. But I'll give you the gist. So you can pull this base up, and then you push this button here, releases your seat back and you can fold it forward. But you're supposed to take off this. And I have one hand, so I'm not going to do that. But you get the idea. It folds flat and flush. You can do it that way. Another option is you can just fold this down too without doing the bottom. And then that gives you, assuming your headrest is removed, it won't go as low, like it won't go super flat, but it'll still give you room to haul more stuff. So it does it on both sides. It's kind of a 60-40 situation. And floor mats all across, including the center hump mat, which is really cool. I don't know if you guys have these wherever you're at, but we didn't get them in North America and the US in any Toyotas. This is kind of like a little extra touch that they put on Japanese Toyotas, at least the ones that were sold in Japan. So door card over there is also clean. You've got some seat back net pockets here, at least just passenger side. And the headliner is super clean. Get a look at that. There are no stains or tears or anything like that at all. Car smells new. I'm not even kidding. Come and see it for yourself and you will know what I'm talking about. Let's look at the back. Plenty of trunk space back here. So privacy. That goes like that, so no one can see what you have. There are some nice beefy speakers back here, factory. So shoulder belts attached back here. And again, folds down. You guys get the idea. It's a station wagon, nothing revolutionary, but nonetheless pretty cool. We'll look in the passenger rear side. Same deal. Door card, interior fabric, it's all good. It's stain free. It's just in really good shape. This is just one of those cars that we don't find a lot of. Like most of the cars we sell, they're just kind of unicorn-like. Insofar as they're just a really clean, one-off example of a particular desirable model. And we try to find more of everything, but it's getting harder. So we're always excited to share these and present them, and fingers crossed that we find more. But there's never another one quite like the one before. Ashtray there. Non-smoker vehicle. So maybe we should take this thing for a drive and see how she goes on the road. What do you guys say? All right, let's do it. All right, so let's do a little drive here. We'll start her up. Put my belt on. These Japanese models, I think, had about 5 more horsepower than the US spec ones. The engine's the same, but they made a few adjustments to the cam and a few other engine internals. Just slight adjustments that gave them a little more power. In the 5-speed, this thing's really got a little bit more pep to its step. It's not a slush box, so it's just nice to be more in tune with the car and the power delivery. And that 5-speed really helps to dial that in. Shifts really nice and smooth. It's a quiet little engine compared to the diesel variants, which we've sold a few of. This 4A FE is, in my opinion, a little bit more desirable. You're going to get around 30 miles per gallon, give or take, and you're paying for regular at the pump rather than diesel. And out here, diesel is about $1.20 more, just depending on where you're fueling up. So it's kind of a win-win situation, at least at the moment. And not to mention, these 4A FE engines were sold here in large quantities, so servicing, parts, you break down somewhere, you're just going to get taken care of without much fuss, because it's essentially the same drivetrain as the US models, which is always a little bit extra peace of mind. You're not going to be waiting as long for parts or dealing with maybe mechanics who aren't familiar with the car. Getting parts for the Japanese models isn't a big deal. You wait a few extra days to get them from Japan if you need them, but it's still nice to have something that's fully domestic in case you're not super handy or mechanically inclined. You know that your mechanic can take care of you. So pretty simple car here, nothing too crazy going on, as you guys can hear. It drives great, it sounds great. The shifting feels firm and solid. The interior smells new. Everything works as it should. And all the gauges are where they should be. And it's ready for a new home. This would be a great family cruiser, or you could turn it into a little micro camper if you wanted, or just an ultimate daily driver, work vehicle, whatever. Very versatile. I love station wagons. It's too bad they're kind of going the way of extinction, at least in North America and the US. But this is a cool one, and we've got it, so that makes me happy. Power delivery is smooth and consistent. Handling is very tight, surprisingly tight. And cabin noise is fairly quiet as well. It's a real nice driver. And brakes pull straight, doesn't pull to any side. There's no pulsating in the pedal. Steering works as it should, power assisted. No groaning or creaking or clunking. When we acquired this car, it was currently registered in Japan, serviced, had the shack-in, which means it had been inspected and maintained up to the point of late 2023. So everything is in order mechanically. There is history of a timing belt change, coolant service, oil changes, all these things, and everything checks out quite well mechanically. All right, that sums up the test drive. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of this super special 1998 Corolla Wagon G-Touring 4-wheel drive in a 5-speed, because it's now for sale at Ottoex. Check us out, ottoex.com, or go to Instagram, Ottoex on Instagram or Facebook, or just give us a call. We're here to help answer questions. We can help you find something like this. If we don't have quite what you're looking for yet, reach out. We're always getting new stuff. A lot of our stuff sells before it even hits our website, so reach out if you're looking for something neat. And as always, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.